Hello and welcome back to We Who Are About to Die. Okay, so there was actually a small update just now, and it increases the difficulty even further, and it also reduces the payout for one versus many and rabble and survival. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure if I really like that, to be honest. I mean, I understand that they want to do some balancing and things like that, but the survivals are already, I mean, maybe not all the survivals, but let's just say that the one versus manys and some survivals are very difficult. And I feel like a player should be rewarded greatly for being able to overcome those challenges. Anyway, the AI has also been tweaked again and actually has had more aggression added to them. So they will chase you much more, they will attack you much more, and they will be even worse to deal with than they already are. I personally am not a big fan of that. Not because it's going to make it more difficult, but because it's going to make it, well, maybe unfun. You know, honestly, you know, I'm gonna tell it to you straight. You know, I'm just gonna say exactly what I think here, because I think that there's a fine line. You see, there is a fine line. I'm just gonna heal myself here. There's a fine line between making a game that is difficult, and I'm talking about Dark Souls, I'm talking about Demon Souls, I'm talking about all the Souls games, right? And I'm talking about, you know, things that are you know, they're difficult, but they're not impossible. You can always do them. It just very much depends on how you approach various situations, right? And yeah, sure, it's the same thing with this game. However, you have to then bear in mind, as I said, there's a fine line between making it impossible or making it extremely frustrating. And I'm not saying that the various tweaks that they've made are going to make anything impossible. I'm just saying that it's going to make it a lot more unfun, as it were. Because, let's face it, I want to go in here and, yeah, sure, I'm playing on the highest difficulty, as you can see. I'm playing on Lion Slayer. I'm playing as a character that I am not actually that good with. I feel like the blacksmith is... I feel like the blacksmith's pretty hard. At least that's from my perspective. And I don't know, because here's the thing: if you're gonna make a game really, really difficult, I'm gonna think to myself, you know what? I can't do this. I don't want to do this, because it's so frustrating to deal with AI that is significantly superhumanly good. You know what I mean? It's going to be really, really difficult. It takes the enjoyment out of it for me specifically, because here's the thing. In the survival mode, right? And I'm just going to talk while we go in here, because I'm talking for way too long. I'm sorry about that. But I was just sorting out my character. Anyway, the fact is, I don't really want to be in a situation where I am consistently then thinking to myself, oh, I don't really want to do that particular thing. Like, for example, I'm already avoiding a bunch of game modes right now, right? I'm already avoiding a bunch of game modes because I know that for me personally, I'm not going to have a very good time doing them. And is that the game's fault? No, I don't think that's the game's fault. I think that's just because I'm not very good at those particular modes. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't be good at those particular modes, you know, if I played on an easier difficulty potentially, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, we're already playing on the highest difficulty, so all I'm saying is I just feel like we need to be a bit careful. You know, there needs to be a bit more care in that regard. You know, obviously I'm not saying that the developers are not taking care, because obviously they definitely are, but I'm saying that there's a fine line. There's a definite fine line between an enjoyable, challenging experience like Dark Souls or whatever, you know, because the last game that's a Souls-like that I played to completion was Dark Souls 1. I played it with a death counter, and I had a whale of a time, and it was very difficult, you know, it was very difficult, as you might expect. However, as I said before, it's not a case of being, yeah, sure, it was frustrating at times. It was definitely frustrating at times as well, by the way. Don't get me wrong, it was definitely frustrating. However, you can kind of see why it's difficult. You know, they're making it difficult on that, you know, that way on purpose. And I just don't want this game, because I actually really like playing We Who Are About to Die. I think it's super fun. And yeah, it can be frustrating at times, but isn't every game, right? Most games are going to be frustrating at times. It very much depends. But I just don't want this game to turn into only frustration, you know? Because there are times where I get hit for 60 damage because the hitbox of a sword or something like that is still active, even though the guy isn't even swinging it. And yeah, that makes me frustrated. But the game is still in early access. We got to bear that in mind, right? Still in early access. There's still a lot of time for tweaks and so on and so forth to, you know, to happen. But I just don't want this game to turn into only frustration. I want it to be an enjoyable experience all throughout. That's going to be the thing that I'm really going to be, you know, wanting to play. And I mean, you can see here, look at this. We've got a survival here, and I'm not sure if we can even do that. I don't know whether we can even do that, because it just look at the rewards. The rewards, I actually don't know how much they've tweaked to the rewards, but it feels to me like this is not even worth it anymore. Because look at the difference between these two things. Like, yeah, sure, you know, this is a 4 skull above, right? 4 levels above. I don't think I'm going to be... I think I'm going to be taking less survivals now. I'm going to be taking less survivals, less 1 versus minis, because it's just not worth it. I look at the rewards and I think, oh, this is 4,000, but I can bet that I'll win within 4 minutes, and I'll get an extra 700, and I can just go in there with Entourage, and I can have an absolutely wonderful time. I don't have to worry about anything here. I can just go straight on in. We're probably going to be able to win this without too many issues. And that's one thing that we have to realize. If you have a character that is like mine, that has a specific goal in mind, and the specific goal is obviously to try and earn as much money as possible so that you can buy things from the store for a massive discount, or hopefully a pretty big discount, and then you sell them for, you know, the overarching victory objective, which is to, you know, sell 100,000 worth. And, you know, while that is a pretty hefty thing to do, it's a lot of money, you know, it's a lot of money. That's kind of the deal, you know, we have to do that. But earning money is a very difficult situation when it comes to the fact that maybe you want to take a big risk. You know, maybe you want to take a big risk. Maybe you want to get that. Maybe you want to do that 1 versus many. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to do that 1 versus many because you feel like it, because it's fun. It's fun to challenge yourself. But it's not so fun if you don't really get rewarded for it. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying. My guys absolutely murdered this guy. Absolutely murdered him. Anyway, there we go. We were able to get the bet done, and look at my fame multiplier right now. It's absolutely insane. 227%. Absolutely amazing. All right, so there you go, and we can get some free shop rerolls. We can get throwing skill. No thanks. We got this. Okay, yeah, I'll accept the gift because this is actually going to sell for 6,500. Look at this insanity right now. Look at this. I got this as a gift. I got this as a gift for free, and it sells for 6,500. Look at that, boom, easy, super easy. And look at what I can do here. I could literally just sell any of this stuff right now, right? I could sell any of this stuff. I could buy any of this stuff, shall we say, for 40% discount, which is crazy in itself if you think about it. You know, a 40% discount is just amazing. So let's just re-roll a couple of times and see what we can get, because maybe we can get something really good. Because I actually need some new boots. As you can see, my boots are really terrible, so I wouldn't mind some new boots. So let's see if we can actually find some. We're getting pretty unlucky as it is. I wouldn't mind a new shield as well, if at all possible. But obviously that's probably going to be unlikely to occur. I mean, I could get this one. This is reinforced against cleaving damage. Okay, I could probably get that, and then we could just, you know, repair it. And we've got a good chest piece. We've got good shoulders on both slots. We've got a relatively decent helmet, not for protection though. This is obviously amazing, as you can see, 85%. This would actually be something that I should probably buy, all things considered. I will buy this, however. That's some nice leg armor there. And I'm not going to buy that. I'm looking for something with more fame multiplier. This could be useful. This is a very large shield. Could be good, actually. Could be good to buy, so why not? We're going to repair all of this stuff anyway. Let's try and re-roll again. What else can we get? There's going to be something good here, maybe? I mean, I don't really need armor. That only gives me 10% additional protection, so let's just be very careful about this. I don't really need another golden reef, so I'm going to just leave that as it is. This is a pretty good shield as well. That actually gives me 15%. Huh. Well, I'm going to just repair this and then I'll sell it, because we don't need that anymore. And we've got a load of fame as well, by the way, as you can probably tell. This is a super, super good weapon, by the way. If you're using axes, then please go for that, but I'm not using axes. I'd like the legendary mace. That would be fantastic, actually, for us. But unfortunately, we're not seemingly getting lucky with that. Yeah, we're not getting lucky with that whatsoever. I'll just re-roll a couple more times, because here's the thing. We can obviously do that. We can re-roll. We have a huge amount of fame. And so it's very, very simple for us. Unfortunately, I'm still not getting very lucky with it. No, not getting very lucky at all. Alright, well, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go for one-handed weapons, and we're going to go for godly stuff, because maybe I can get a mace or something like that to appear. That would be pretty fun. And if we can get that with a suitable discount, we will actually make huge money as well from that. There's an elite fight right here. I don't really want to do any of these, actually, so I'm going to re-roll it. The elite fight stayed. Are you joking? The elite fight literally stayed around. That is so funny. Now, this is also a funny thing. Look at this. Why would I want to fight this guy? Right? Why would I want to fight this guy for 5,300 when I could literally just go into a 1 versus 1, probably survive, maybe even do the bet. Look at this. Win within 1 minute. I'll never beat this guy in under 1 minute. I'm pretty sure. So we're just going to take things easy, and we're just going to do the 1 versus 1. I kind of feel a bit bad, to be honest, because I don't want to go in to only do 1 versus 1s, because that's a bit, well, tedious, you know? It's a little bit repetitive, and I don't want to do that, because my entire philosophy in this game is to have as much fun as possible and to be as entertaining as possible when it comes to actually interacting with the game and making it so that we are actually experiencing these crazy situations that I get myself into, which is obviously indeed like the previous episode where we had an insane survival round, which I thought was really, really fun, but obviously that was very dangerous. I could have lost easily. I could have lost, and then my run would have been over, and then it would have been super, super sad. But, that's just how it goes sometimes. However, how it is right now is it kind of just railroads me a bit too much into taking these matches, taking these 1 versus 1s. Can I win in under 1 minute? Is that what I have to do, by the way? If I have to win within 1 minute, I have to be a bit more aggressive here. Yeah, there you go. Whew. Okay, that was a bit close. I was talking too much. I was talking too much that my attention was taken up by that. Oh yeah, wonderful. All right, 3,000 gold right there. Very nice indeed. So there you go. Good amounts of fame as well, and massive amounts of money too. And look at this, 824 worth of repairs. Very nice indeed. Okay, so now here's the thing. There you go. Look at my mace. I got a mace right here. So this is a great mace. I'm probably going to be using this. I'm going to buy this. It's only a 10% discount, which is really, really sad, actually. But if that's the best I can get, then that's the best I can get, right? And we're just going to be replacing these boots. There we go. I'm going to take off these boots in a second, I guess. Going to sell these. Sell that. I can probably sell this shield now as well. And I'll sell the small hammer, because it's probably not going to be that useful for me right now. And we need to replace our other things as well. We need to replace our right... oh, we already have actually something to replace that. Okay, that's actually fine. Okay, so let's just buy this for 12,000. Obviously, I can't use it yet, which I still find that annoying. But... that's just how it's going to have to be. And now let's just re-roll a little bit of times, just so that we can maybe get some left leg armor. I'm still looking for that. Maybe we can get something decent. Yeah, that's actually quite funny. That is super funny. I don't really want to buy too much as it is right now, because if I buy things at this discount, it's just basically pointless. It's very, very expensive in comparison to what it was before, because I had a 45% discount or whatever. Okay, wait a minute. We've got these. This is actually looking pretty good. All right, I'll buy this even though it's super expensive. I just have to repair it, you see. I have to repair it, and that is so annoying in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, we've got 30,000 fame, which is crazy. Okay, we got a 1 versus 1 here, which is uniformed. We have a survival, which is entourage? No, it's rabble. Okay, but you can see here, look at the difference. Look at the difference between these two. Look at this. You see the difference right now? You see the difference? I literally have to kill 4 enemies, right? I have to kill 4 enemies. They are 3 skulls more difficult than I am. 3 skulls more difficult than I am. And there's a 1 versus 1 here where I can just go in uniformed. They give me all the gear, so I don't even need to take my own gear, technically, which I will probably take advantage of. And we're just going to take off our stuff and just, you know, repair it, because we might as well, right? And, you know, I am going to lose a couple of, you know, percentage points of fame multiplier, which is really annoying. And I personally would like to be able to, you know, have my fame multiplier on at this point. But it's not really going to make any difference that much, you know, because look at this. I mean, I'm losing about, what is it, 3,600 gold, which is quite significant. But if you think about the fact that I may not even be able to survive it, because it's a 3 skull and above. And when you get to, I think it's like week 9, week 10? Is it 10? I think it's 10 or 11 or something like that. When you get to that point in the game, things start to spike. There is a huge difficulty spike at that time. And most of the time, if you're going to be, you know, doing a run, you're probably going to get killed at that exact moment. Because the game just, it just has a huge difficulty spike at that moment. And I personally would like to try and avoid that, if at all possible. So that's the reason why I generally tend to recommend, if you're a new player to the game, I'd recommend playing the 1 versus manys and the survivals and all the really, really fun modes earlier in your run. Because later on, you're going to probably gravitate a bit more towards doing the things that I'm doing right now, doing 1 versus 1s and doing, like, you know, safer things. And they've also changed how the backtracking works as well, by the way. So it's actually quite funny because they made that more difficult as well. And it's kind of interesting because the thing is, I can block in this game. I can actually parry if I don't have a shield on. But I feel like it's very unreliable, or at least for me. I feel like I'm not very good at doing it, and if you can practice and become better at it, then by all means, go for it. But I have found in the past that it is just unreliable, and as a result, I'm gonna die. And I don't really want to die as a result of my own ineptitude, so the best possible course of action for me is to run away, of course. You know? Shop prices were just increased by 35%. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? That's wonderful. Anyway, we can just put on our stuff again. Yeah, there we go. We got that. We got this. I can put on my new weapon. Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're looking so good right now. Look at this. Look at this mace. 35% increased fame. Can you believe it? This is going to be insanity. I'm going to be so incredibly pleased when we go into the next fight here. Okay, so we got a tournament. What is this? A many versus many. This is shrouded. Okay, I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to re-roll. This is a many versus many as well. This is a survival. This is entourage and a many. Oh, okay. This is... Oh dear. This is not good. Yeah. This is not good. Okay, well, I don't really have anything to do here. There is nothing for me to do except go into the survival. I am forced into it. I could potentially re-roll again for 8,200. I'm actually on week 18. How did I get to week 18 already? Okay, well, whatever the case, let's go on and go to the survival round. Let's see how we do here. Yeah, well... That's the thing. If you, I don't know, I guess if you kind of try to learn the game a huge amount and you try to no-life it a little bit, you might be able to block a lot more often than not. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't know, I'm not sure. I feel like multiple playstyles should be available to players. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, let's just see if I can beat this guy. We need to kill these guys in under 2 minutes, by the way. Every single one of these guys needs to die in under 2 minutes. We're doing pretty nicely so far. He's dead? Okay. Well, I just hit around his shield a whole bunch. I guess that's pretty good. Nice overhead. Oh, that was an amazing hit right there. Yes, there we go. Okay, come on now. He's got a spear. Stay within his hitbox. If you stay within his hitbox, he's going to do basically nothing with his spear, or shouldn't do that much. His shield's gone. Okay, maybe he's more dangerous now. Hopefully not. Okay, I'm just going to stand here. Nice. Nice. Oh, he's got good armor on, though. He's got good armor on. He's going to be a bit problematic. Maybe I can go for a nice overhead here. No, he's using his shield relatively nicely. Nice hit. Nice hit around the armor. He's lost his torso armor. Nice critical right there, too. Okay, don't take too much damage. Nice hit. Okay, he's dead. Wonderful. Now all we need to do is deal with this guy. He should be pretty easy. Nice, yes. 25 damage right there. Now we can go for... Yeah, there we go. Another 25 damage. Yes. Okay, nice. His shield's gone. Maybe we can get him. My shield regen... My stamina regen is terrible. So... Gonna have to be a little bit careful about that. But thankfully we are able to hit him pretty nicely here. Nice hit. He's still not dead though. Nice hit. He's dead now. Okay, good. Okay, I feel like I'm probably gonna... Oh no, I thought I was going to fail the bet. I was about to say, I felt like I was going to fail the bet, but no, look at that. Did it. Okay, fantastic. Very, very close in my opinion. I could have really messed that up, but there you go. Look at my fame multiplier right here. Fame multiplier, absolutely insane. Anyway, we were able to do that just purely because they were on the same level as us. I mean, kind of. They were kind of on the same level, which was really making a big difference. Movement skill, I don't know whether I care about movement skill. I guess, kind of. I mean, do I care about 100 gold? I don't really care about 100 gold, actually, all things considered. But yeah, anyway. I'm going to buy this. I am going to buy this. This is literally just about how much I have, which is kind of annoying, but... Wait a minute. Oh, no. That's the regular retail price. Okay. There's the discount. That's really nice. Look at that. That's super, super good. That is hopefully going to be helping us a great deal. Even though it does reduce our fame multiplier, I'm not really concerned with that. When it comes to arm armor is definitely for protecting you from dying, pretty much. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. Okay, so we got Rabble, and it's a Shrouded. I don't know whether that's a good idea. Oh, the survival. Ooh, four skulls. A full skull survival. That's insane. Do I want to risk going into this one? I could risk going into this one. I don't know. Here's the thing. If I go in against these guys, this is my rank at the moment, according to this, is 13. I have level 16 in survival, but I have 13 in everything else. So I'm thinking right now, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do the Shrouded. Let's do it. This is a big mistake, by the way. But this is exactly what I was talking about before. I usually try to pick things that are entertaining and fun, and that's what I'm doing here. You know, it's not the smart option. The smart option probably would have been to take that survival, even though it would have been hard. Okay, wait a minute. It's a 1 versus 1. It's an elite fight. It's a 1 versus many. It's a 1 versus many. Or a survival. I actually can't tell. These guys are insane, though. Why are they so aggressive? Get out of here. Don't bother me. I'm busy. Okay, wait a minute. Left arm armor took some massive damage right there. These guys have Rabble, right? It's Rabble, yeah? So I should be able to kill these guys super, super easily. He's dead. Is it survival? Or is it a 1 versus many and it's just 2 guys? That's surely not the case. It must be survival, right? This guy's gonna kill me, actually. No, it's survival. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad news bears right here. Oh no, this is terrible. I'm dead. I think I'm actually dead here. Sorry, friends. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be, I don't think I'm gonna be good enough for this. Oh, was that it? Okay, whew. That actually gave me more pause than the one where I was living at 1 HP. I was so worried. I was so worried about that. Of course, it's a survival shrouded. Literally, I don't even know what the reward was. Literally, there's the reward. How insane. Wow. Okay. So this is actually kind of the reason why I also feel like this is super, super fun. In certain cases, because obviously, let's face it, some of the time this is not going to be the case. Some of the time you are going to just die, you know, and in those cases, it's going to be very frustrating. You know, you're going to get frustrated because you're going to think, oh, I died because I was outnumbered. I took the wrong match. You know, whatever. You know, any number of reasons why you're going to feel frustrated about it. And in those cases, yeah, that's going to suck. You know, it's going to be really, really bad. I mean, I've had those, you know, I've had those myself, and it's very annoying to have that happen. However, when you actually do it, you know, when you actually do it and you have the ability to, you know, to win and get to a point where you're like, wow, I actually did that. I am so surprised, you know, that kind of feeling. That is probably one of the best feelings that you can have in this game. But, you know, obviously it very much depends. And that's why I say, you know, there's a fine line between making it only frustrating and entertaining at the same time. So it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Anyway, I am actually going to be buying this, mostly because, well, I mean, it's right there, and we need to get a replacement. We need to get a replacement for our thing here. So it's going to be very useful. I'm also going to replace my legendary weapon because my legendary is actually taking significant damage. I'm actually quite surprised that it's taking so much damage there. I'd actually like to buy this helmet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it right now because it's obviously 13,000. I can't afford that right now. So I'm just going to wait until the next week. Wait, did I heal myself yet? No, I didn't even heal myself. That is hilarious. You see, I was so preoccupied. It's crazy. Okay, so I have 78 HP. Is that good enough for me to do this? What's this? Entourage survival. Okay, entourage survival is probably going to be completely fine. I guess we'll do that. Win within 3 minutes. I think we can easily do that, right? What are these guys? Professional aspirants. Okay, it might be difficult. Yeah, I think we should be able to do it. I mean, it's entourage, right? It's entourage. So we've got 2 people helping us, and all I need to do is just absolutely massacre them. I just need to massacre them as fast as possible, and that's all I really need to do. Hopefully it's going to work out. Hopefully it's going to work out. Obviously, oh, we got insurance. Oh, okay, maybe I should have come in here with my legendary then. That might have made more sense. Oh well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. My mace, as it stands, is very, very good. It does good damage. Even so, you know, even being a blue weapon, it's absolutely fine. I'm just going to continue attacking from the left side, actually, from his right. And we can let me actually just try my shield bash. There we go. I bashed him from the back, but it doesn't seem to do much. I don't know. I've never actually used the shield bash ever before. I very, very rarely use it. So maybe it's not even necessary. Probably not necessary at all, but you know, I'm always intrigued to see what these extra buttons do when I've never used them before. Anyway, let's try and do damage here. Try and take out his helmet. I guess the helmet is probably going to be the weakest point. But maybe it's going to be something else. I don't know. Maybe I can go for the head or something like that. Nice little head attack here. Yes. His torso's already gone. That's crazy. Oh, well, it's actually quite... That's the thing. It's so satisfying when you get an entourage round and you actually get to do a 1 versus many or a survival like this and actually get to attack one guy when you have so many of your guys on your side, because it's just like, you know, poetic justice. You know, it's like, yeah, this guy is finally getting a little bit of his own medicine, because usually they're the ones ganging up on me, you know. So it's actually really nice to see that every now and again. Anyway, there we go. We can finally get a nice little bit of armor there. And we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good right now. Not too bad. And we also have the helmet here. Unfortunately, we still have a 10%, only a 10% discount, which is still not enough for us to be able to purchase the thing. So that's quite sad. We also need new left boots. We need new left boots. That's actually a pretty big deal. I could trade some fame, but the helmet is way too expensive to trade fame, in my opinion. So, We'll just hold it again, I guess. We'll just hold it again and we'll see what happens. Okay, what do we have here? What is this? What is this? What is this thing here? Insurance. Haha, uniform survival. Not in a million years, thank you very much. Okay, I'll do the 1 versus 1. I think that's probably pretty good. Impatient as well. I mean, I need to level up my 1 versus 1s. Actually, no, my 1 versus 1s are level 16. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Many versus 1, as you can see, is very low, but you can see here, look at the reward for many versus 1. It's absolutely terrible. So not going to be doing that. So I guess I'll just do this. And is that going to give me anything good? It gives me 4,300. I might be able to get some good gold if I can kill this guy really fast. Maybe that's going to be good. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh dear. Yeah, this arena. Okay, so a little bit of backstory about this arena. If you didn't happen to catch it beforehand, I went into this arena a huge amount when I was doing my 10 million point grind. And every single time I'd go in here, the enemies would be either they would die within 20 seconds because I would be able to kill them super, super fast, or they would get me to 10% HP and they would just absolutely murder me. So that was how it was beforehand. And now I've got, you know, kind of like, you know, trauma surrounding this particular arena because I don't know what they're going to give me. You know, they're going to give me either a guy that is super, super, super human or a guy that just goes, I'm just going to die. You know, that kind of thing. And this guy, as you can quite clearly tell, is just going to die. So, yeah, we don't need to worry about him too much. All right, fantastic. That was good. And look at that. We got an extra little bit of gold bonus right there, which is super, super nice. I feel like the... Okay, I'm going to say something right now. I feel like the impatient crowd thing, I feel like that should provide me with more benefit. I feel like that should give me more. Is that just me? I don't know. But Impatient Crowd at the moment is giving 25% extra or 25% less, depending on if you can finish the round fast or whether you take a long time to complete it. For me personally, I feel like it would be really cool if it would provide you with much more. And I'm talking about 50% here. You know, I think 50% would be really, really cool and a lot more fun, but obviously that's just me. I'm going to buy this. Purely because this is an insane helmet. We only have 10% though. We still only have 10% discount. I don't really like that. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna buy it yet. I'm not gonna buy it yet. We're gonna just wait and we're just gonna see what happens. And we're just gonna go on to the next one. Let's have a look. What do we have here? This is an entourage. This is a level 21. That's pretty crazy. A survival. Yeah. See, now this is the funny thing. Survival is actually not even bad. Look at this. I have 100% with Aloe Aura right now, which is really funny too. Anyway, let's have a look here. Let's do it. Let's do the survival. Survival with no modifiers. Should be pretty interesting. Mostly because these enemies are going to be pretty hard. Oh dear. It's the Cursed Stadium. Oh no. The Cursed Stadium. Oh, I'm going to die. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm doing this mostly because Valerius is currently at -4, and I don't really want any of his negative events, because I don't know whether you know this, but if you have negative relation with any of your, any of the patrons, yeah, they're going to make you pay for that. And Valerius is definitely one of them. He's really, really harsh with his negative events. At least I think so. So I'm basically just going to try and hit around this guy's shield. Going to try to be super aggressive, because I want to kill him as soon as possible, because survival rounds, otherwise they're going to come out if you take too long. And I want to just try and do as much damage as possible to him. If he starts favoring his left side, then I'll try and attack the other side, but it seems like he's still just randomly blocking that, which is absolutely fine. Look at that, now I can hit him massively right there. That was a nice critical. And I think he's probably going to die in just a moment. Gotta be careful here though. Gonna go for the legs. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not bad. You see what I mean about the Cursed Arena? Yeah. I didn't even hear the sound. I didn't even hear the horn sound of the other enemy coming. Otherwise, I would have tried to hurry up a little bit. But yeah, that guy came in and he was like, oh yeah, I've got a big two-handed sword. I'm going to swing it. And he definitely swung it, that's for sure. Alright, so my shield is currently having some issues. I need a new chest piece. My discount is now at 20%. I guess that's the best I'm going to get, right? Okay, I'm just going to buy it. I need to repair it the next round. I need to actually purchase a new chest piece or go into a round with insurance available. I don't know whether it will be, but I guess we'll have a quick look and we'll actually see whether that is indeed the case. Okay, so there's wild card there. I don't really want to do that. Entourage Shrouded? No. Gonna reroll this. There we go. Okay, what do we have? Ah, survival. Oh. Oh no, this is all oh wow. Okay, no. Oh wow. Oh dear. Okay, this is all absolutely awful. These are terrible options. Every single one of them is a terrible option. This is okay. The survival is okay, but look at the enemies. Look at the enemies I have to fight. Linoleum Legend, for example. That's crazy. So yeah, we would actually get Entourage on this, and enemies have well, actually all other aspirants have half health, so that also means your own people. So technically that would be fine. One thing I actually want to see in a future patch would be wildcard getting a much larger reward, especially when it comes to this. Because look at the amount of people. Look at the amount of people you have to fight here, and you're only getting 4,000 gold for this. There's no point. There's just no point in doing that. Absolutely no point in doing that. I'm actually thinking of doing the Shrouded thing, but I'm actually going to end this episode off here for now. And otherwise, I'm also thinking about just re-rolling. I am literally thinking about re-rolling right now because I have so much fame. I might as well, right? Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.